Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're tackling a Leetcode problem called Find Closest Person. It sounds simple, and, well, it actually is, but it's a great example of how to break down a problem to its core components. Let's dive in. Okay, so the problem gives us a snapshot of a number line with 3 people on it. Person 1 is at position X, person 2 is at position Y, and person 3 is at position Z. Person 3 stays put, but person 1 and person 2 start moving toward person 3. So, here's the setup. We have our 3 positions, X, Y, and Z, 2 or 4. Think of Z as the finish line. Both person 1 and person 2 are racing towards Z. The most important rule here, the one that makes this whole problem solvable, is that they move at the same speed. Our job is to figure out who wins the race. If person 1 gets there first, we return the number 1. If person 2 wins, we return 2. And if they somehow manage to arrive at the very same moment, we call it a tie and return 0. Pretty straightforward. Let's walk through an example. Imagine person 1 is at position 2, person 2 is at position 7, and the target, person 3, is at position 4. Let's think about person 1 first. To get from 2 to 4, they need to take 2 steps. Right? Now what about person 2 at position 7? To get to 4, they have to go from 7 to 6, 6 to 5, and 5 to 4. That's 3 steps. So person 1 needs 2 steps, and person 2 needs 3. Person 1 is clearly closer, so they'll win. The answer should be 1. And that example leads us to the real aha moment of this problem. Remember the rule that they both move at the same speed? Well, if speed is constant, the only thing that determines who arrives first is who has less distance to travel. The person who starts closer wins. That's it. So our game plan is super simple. We just need to figure out the distance from person 1 to the target and the distance from person 2 to the target. Then, we just compare those 2 numbers. Whoever has the smaller distance is our winner. So how do we find the distance between 2 points on a line? We use the absolute value. The distance between A and B is just the absolute value of A minus B. This handles cases where one number is larger or smaller, or even if they're negative. So for our problem, person 1's distance is the absolute value of X minus Z, and person 2's is the absolute value of Y minus Z. And here's what that logic looks like in Python code. It's just as clean and simple as the idea itself. Let's quickly break it down. First, we calculate the 2 distances we talked about. We create a variable, let's call it dxz, which holds the absolute distance between person 1 and the target. Then we do the same for person 2, storing their distance in a variable we can call dyz. And the final step is just a straightforward comparison. We check if person 1's distance is less than person 2's. If it is, person 1 wins, so we return 1. Otherwise, we check if person 1's distance is greater than person 2's. If so, person 2 wins, and we return 2. And if neither of those is true, it means the distances must be equal, so it's a tie, and we return 0. So how efficient is this solution? It's fantastic. The time complexity is big O of 1, or constant time. This means it takes the same amount of time to run no matter how big the input numbers are, because it's always just a few simple math operations. Same for space complexity. It's big O of 1 because we only use a couple of variables to store the distances. You can't get more efficient than this. So to wrap up, the big takeaway here is to always look for the core principle of a problem. Here it wasn't about simulating a race, it was simply about comparing distances. The absolute value function was our perfect tool for that. And it's a great reminder that not every problem needs a complex algorithm. Sometimes, simple math is all you need. I hope that breakdown made sense. If it helped you out, please hit that like button, and maybe subscribe for more explanations like this. If you have any questions or a different way to solve it, drop a comment below. And hey, if you're feeling extra generous, there's always the Boba Fund. Keep coding, and I'll see you in the next one.